Manchester United have been fucking humiliated, battered, absolutely fucking horrendous from Manchester United today. We've only lost 2-0 against Liverpool, but from that first half showing, it could have been about 9 fucking nil. It really could have been. Absolutely horrendous starting lineup, horrendous tactics with players in fucking shit positions, and absolutely diabolical in my opinion. I can accept losing to Liverpool 2-0, I can accept that. Manchester United haven't got a very good team. But what I can't accept is that horseshit certainly first half performance from Manchester United, and that starting lineup was just absolutely abysmal for me. That back four with Luke Shaw, how the hell's Luke Shaw starting for Manchester United? Has done fuck all season, has done fuck all for the last couple of years, doesn't deserve to be starting for Manchester United. Okay, he wasn't absolutely horrendous today, but shouldn't be starting for Manchester United, period. Obviously, the midfield is just absolutely horrendous. And at the start, I couldn't even see what Solskjaer was trying to do. Whether he was trying to play a back four or a back five, but it was a back four with, then you had Brandon Williams in there, and Pereira and James in there with Martial up front. And I just don't understand that. I really don't. To me, that was a baffling team. I would not have started with Luke Shaw. I would have put Brandon Williams at left back, and I would have brought Mata in for Pereira, and I would have brought Mason Greenwood in as well for the other one. So I would have taken Pereira and Luke Shaw out. And brought Mata and Greenwood in, because Jesus Christ, what the fuck has Pereira done in a Manchester United shirt? Let's be honest about it. And I know Juan Mata's played 2 games in succession, but he's the best player that we've got in that type of position, and he's in his 30s, but who gives a fuck? To be honest, he improves Manchester United's team if we play him. I'm not saying we're going to be better and win this game, but he improves Manchester United's team. And Greenwood would improve the Manchester United starting lineup. It's disappointing today that there's been no Marcus Rashford, and with the news that he's out, could be out for up to 3 months. That has basically fucked Manchester United's season completely over. It really has. There is no hope for the remainder of the season, because the first half Manchester United, as I say, were absolutely fucking outplayed, outclassed. After the first 5 or 10 minutes, that was absolutely horrendous from Manchester United. We got a bit fortunate on the second goal, which wasn't given, because I thought David De Gea should have been stronger there, definitely. Then there was another one that was marginally offside, so that was the correct decision. But the second goal was a bit dubious, and I thought I would have been pissed off if that wasn't given and we were the attacking team. So could have at least been 3-0 at half time. There was other chances. Mane missed a chance. And so forth. There was a lot of chances. They were having chance after chance, and we were lucky to go 1-0 down, to be honest. And I don't know, that second half, they've had chances. Salah's had a chance. Henderson's had one which has hit the woodwork, and they could have easily got that second goal then. Admittedly, we did get a foothold in the game in that second half, just about enough to get a couple of chances. Fred had one which was never going to trouble the keeper because he had it covered, but a bit of a decent run. And I thought Fred was decent today, I really do. He was the best player for Manchester United. He has improved a bit, but I still don't think he's worth fucking 15 million, and wouldn't get in most top sides for me. Wouldn't get in the Man City's team and Liverpool's team for me at this moment in time, but he's definitely improved. And Martial had a good chance, and to be honest, he's not the man to take Manchester United back to the top. We know that Martial's a decent option off the bench and stuff like that, but for me, he's never going to be that world-class centre-forward that Manchester United need, that's going to get you 25, 30 goals in all competitions. Just not going to be that man. He's not consistent enough, and lashed at and blasted it over the bar when that was the great chance there for Manchester United. We were under the cosh and we fucked it up. And from then on, we did have a bit of chance. We pushed. We brought Mata and Greenwood on, which we should have started with. And we huffed and puffed, but overall they caught us on the counter and put it away. Salah scoring the second, and Liverpool thoroughly deserved that game. The title is clinched for Liverpool, and it's fucking shit, to be honest, for Manchester United. But I can accept losing this game, but what's really going to be worrying is now the fact that there's no Marcus Rashford for about 3 months, with reports are saying, which is fucking shit, to be honest, because I don't know where Manchester United go. We've got Burnley in the week, and God Jesus. the forwards, I mean, I don't know how he's gonna line up, because he doesn't seem confident in playing Mason Greenwood more than 1 or 2 consecutive league games, which is going to leave him playing the likes of James, Pereira and shit like that are just not scoring the goals. I mean, James is a decent player, but it's not going to score the goals that Manchester United need to win us games. And Martial's not scoring the amount of goals Rashford is scoring. Someone has got to step up to the plate for Manchester United now. They really have. One of the forwards, Mason Greenwood or Anthony Martial, has got to stand up and be counted, because otherwise Manchester United are going to drift away in trying to catch Chelsea in that 4th position. And the thing that pains me most is that Leicester have been horseshit lately, Chelsea have been horseshit lately, Tottenham have been horseshit and away from the top 4. The top 4 was up for grabs, but Manchester United are just as horseshit as them. They really are. And with Rashford out for these few months, I just don't see where Manchester United go. I think, to be honest, I think we're in the same sort of position as Arsenal. We've just got to literally write the season off and go again next season. I mean, we may or may not get the a Europa League spot this season, but if we get one, we just have to go again next season in that competition. But it might be that blessing in disguise if we don't get that position, and we go again next season and have a real crack at the league, because this has been an absolute write-off season. It really has for Manchester United. We've had a few ups, but a lot of downs as well, and no Champions League football for Manchester United this season is going to be painful, because it's 2 seasons now we're going to be without Champions League football, and we haven't had that for absolutely donkey's years. We've always been able to get back in that on that 2nd attempt, and that's not going to happen this season without Marcus Rashford. It's really not, and that is a bigger blow than actually losing this game where we've actually been horseshit. But anyway, we will hear Solskjaer's comments in a minute that we've huffed and puffed second half and we tried to get back in it, but load of bullshit if you're asking me. We've not created enough chances today to get anything from this game at all. Credit was due in the second half where we did keep ourselves in the game. I've got to admit that, and you know, but overall we're not good enough to get anything out of these types of games, and we've got a lot of games coming thick and fast now with the league still going on, with the League Cup and FA Cup. But to be honest, I'm not optimistic now with Rashford out for these few months or whatever, not that Manchester United can do anything in this league. I'm really not, because consistently the others have really got to step up, and I just don't know where that's going to come from. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.